Good Saturday afternoon, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. Welcome to everybody watching us on Plus and all our digital and social platforms. Had a good round of rain and thunder come through in the wee hours this Saturday morning. Knocked out power to a lot of folks, knocked down a few tree limbs. We had a few fences damaged. Had a good soaking of rain, widespread 1 to 2 to 3 inches in spots across the area. That helped. Everything is settled down. But we're going to see, we believe, rain and thunder fire back up for a second round of rain and thunder late this afternoon into the evening and overnight. So we've got a ways to go before our wet weather pattern is over. Weather impact alert remains in effect through the rest of the evening through 3 a.m. It'll be around midnight, 1, 2 a.m. when this last line of storms pushes off the Texas coast. So after that, we'll drop the weather impact alert. But although it's quiet right now, we expect things to bubble up as we head late into the afternoon and after sunset. I think things may get dicey again with some heavy rain. And really, it's widespread rain. An additional 2 to 3 inches is possible in many spots. We need the rain, but if you got to work or drive in this, it's going to be a mess. Gusty winds, some street flooding. An isolated tornado will remain a possibility. As far as flooding, we are under a flood watch. Really, street ponding, isolated street flooding will be the threat with the rain coming in Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. As far as a severe threat, we are in a 2 out of a 5-tiered threat level. When we see a 2, that usually means we can see an isolated tornado, or at least we'll get a couple of warnings. Maybe they will actually produce a tornado or not. But this is also the type of situation where we can get some straight line winds like we saw last night and some limbs come down. I think we had a couple of trees come down. I know I saw some fence damage in some of the storm reports. That's, I think, what we can expect with a 2 out of a 5-tiered threat level here this evening. Flood risk, it's marginal to slight, so a 2 out of a 4-tiered scale. Again, an additional 2 to 3 inches in spots will cause localized street ponding and street flooding if we do get that. So how much rain did we get last night? I mean, everywhere in Southeast Texas had a good drink of water. Everybody's in the green. So we're between, half an inch to 1.5 inches in almost every single neighborhood across Southeast Texas. And man, did we need it. This really, really is helpful. You get a rain widespread like this, really helps all the soil moisture content recover at least some from the expanding drought that we are in. Up toward between Spring and Huntsville, Lake Conroe area, about 1/2 inch. Livingston had more than 1 inch, 1.5 inches out toward Winnie. Galveston close to 1 inch. Downtown better than 1/2 inch, almost 1 inch. Columbus to El Campo, a little heavier total. San Antonio to Austin. But we will be happy to take what we got. And now here's what we have on radar. Scattered showers and thunder showers still out there. This is the what's left of the line that came through in the wee hours this morning. And you can see we've got more thunder shower activity blossoming in central Texas. What we've got is an upper level low that's sitting out here. So we had the surface boundary come through last night, and now we've got an upper level low sitting out here. And if you go up to the top of the atmosphere, the winds around that low are splitting. So we got a little bit of a split jet. You get a split jet like that where we got divergence at the top of the atmosphere. That can lift the atmosphere and help us get heavy rain and thunderstorms going. And what's happening now is we're warming up out there. So we're going to get the heat of the day to work with as well. And that's why we think we're going to see a repeat of round 2 late this afternoon and into the nighttime hours. Closer look at radar, a few little scattered sprinkle showers across Harris County, a couple of sprinkles near Galveston. We do have a thunderstorm moving into Washington County. So western Washington County toward Brenham, you're about to get a good soaking here as that rumbles on through. I think you'll take it with as dry as it's been out in Washington County. You guys are in moderate drought out here. So you're going to get a rain shower and a thunderstorm here moving toward Brenham. Right now it's not severe, but it's got some lightning and thunder with it. We'll keep an eye on that over the next hour or so. Let's look at future track. Here's how the rest of the afternoon and evening goes. By 3 o'clock, some isolated showers, Southeast Texas. You can see what's beginning to build out here toward I-35. A little bit more activity getting going. 5 o'clock, still relatively quiet on this modeling. I've seen some other modeling that actually does get more widespread storms going by 5 o'clock. We'll see. But you can see out to the west into central Texas, Austin to this west of Brenham. By 5 o'clock, we could have more stronger cells beginning to build out there. We go into 7:30, northwest counties in heavy rain and thunder from Brenham to Bryan to Huntsville to Madisonville. That's at 7:30 this evening. And then here's that line coalescing and then pushing into the heart of southeast Texas, Huntsville to Sugar Land to El Campo by 10 o'clock. So that's our next line of storms finally forming here by 10, pushing to the coast after midnight, and then off the coast, and we're done by 2 a.m. So that's how the rest of the afternoon and evening looks to go. It looks most likely that it will be after sunset into 8, 9, 10 o'clock to midnight that we get the more widespread rain and thunder pushing through, and that could easily put down an additional inch or 2 or 3 of rain. We've got possibly, in addition to what we've already had, 2 to 4 inches possible across some parts of southeast Texas and the Houston area tonight. Again, possible Saturday. That's Saturday night. That's tonight. You can see some of the modeling getting us into the orange range. We could see 4, 5, 6 inches in some spots if we get some training cells or if the line slows down tonight. The extended forecast and weather impact alert in effect for this afternoon and tonight. Things improve rapidly on Sunday. Got another front coming in Tuesday with a rain chance, and that makes it fall. Beautiful fall weather. Cool mornings, mild afternoons as we head into Friday, Halloween. That is where we stand for now. We're going to kind of watch the radar. We'll break into program again. We'll give you another update later on this afternoon. So keep notifications on. We'll send out a push when we're going to do our next update, probably be in about an hour or so from now.